Right then, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood and incredible groups of animals on our planet, spiders. When you hear that word, what comes to mind? For many, it's a shiver down the spine, a thought of something creepy hiding in a dark corner. But I want to take you on a journey to see them as I do, not as monsters, but as marvels of nature. Spiders are not insects, they are arachnids, a special group of animals with 8 legs and some seriously cool superpowers. They have been around for over 300 million years, long before the dinosaurs, and have adapted to live almost everywhere on Earth, from the highest mountains to our very own gardens. They are survivors, engineers, and expert hunters, and their story is absolutely fascinating. The variety in the spider world is simply mind-blowing. There are more than 50,000 known species, and scientists are discovering new ones all the time. Imagine that! You could have a tiny spider, smaller than a grain of rice, living in the grass, or you could encounter a giant tarantula, as big as a dinner plate, living in the Amazon rainforest. Some are brightly colored, like little jewels, to warn off predators. Others are masters of camouflage, blending in so perfectly with a tree trunk or a flower that you would never know they are there. Each one has its own unique way of life, its own hunting strategy, and its own special place in the environment. This incredible diversity is what makes them so brilliant to study and explore. So why should we find these 8-legged creatures so interesting? Well, for a start, they are some of the most ingenious architects in the animal kingdom. The silk they produce is a miracle material, stronger than steel for its weight, yet incredibly flexible. They use it to build intricate webs that are both beautiful and deadly traps. They use it to create safe homes, protect their eggs, and even to travel through the air for miles on a technique called ballooning. It's like having a multi-tool that can do almost anything, all produced from their own bodies. Exploring the world of spiders is like opening a book of natural wonders, with a new surprise on every page. Forget the scary stories for a moment and look closer. Spiders are a vital part of our world. They are a silent army working day and night to keep things in balance. Think about the sheer number of insects they eat every single day, protecting our crops and stopping our homes from being overrun with pests. They are a crucial link in the food chain, providing food for birds, lizards, and other animals. By understanding them, we start to understand the delicate connections that hold nature together. So come on, let's get ready to dive into the amazing world of spiders. I promise you, by the end of this, you'll look at them in a whole new light. Let's get a closer look at what makes a spider a spider. It's all about their body plan, a design perfected over millions of years for survival. Every spider has a body divided into 2 main parts. First is the cephalothorax, which is like the head and chest fused together. This is the command center, where you'll find its brain, its stomach, its fangs, and of course its 8 legs. The second part is the abdomen. This is the soft back part of the spider, and it's a vital factory. It holds the heart, the lungs, and the incredible silk-producing glands called spinnerets. This 2-part body is a classic feature of all arachnids and sets them apart from insects, which have 3 body parts. Now, about those legs. Having 8 of them is a spider's signature look. These legs are not just for walking. They are covered in tiny hairs and bristles that are incredibly sensitive. A spider can feel the slightest vibration through the ground or its web, telling it if prey, a predator, or even a potential mate is nearby. It's like having 8 extra sets of ears and fingers all at once. The legs are also equipped with tiny claws at the end, which help them grip onto almost any surface, whether it's a smooth wall or the delicate strands of their own web. These legs give them the speed, agility, and sensitivity they need to be such effective hunters. One of the most amazing things about a spider is its silk. This isn't just one type of thread. A spider can produce several different kinds of silk for different jobs. There's the strong, non-sticky silk used for the frame of a web. Then there's the stretchy, sticky silk used for the spiral that catches unsuspecting insects. Some spiders make a soft, fluffy silk to wrap their eggs in, creating a cozy and protective nursery. This silk is made of protein and is produced as a liquid inside the spider's abdomen. When the spider pulls it out of the spinnerets, it hardens into the solid, super strong thread we see. It's an incredible piece of biological engineering. Finally, let's not forget the eyes and fangs. Most spiders have 8 eyes, often arranged in different patterns depending on the species. Spiders that actively hunt, like jumping spiders, have excellent vision with large forward-facing eyes to judge distance. Web-building spiders, on the other hand, often have smaller eyes because they rely more on vibrations. And the fangs, or chelicerae, are essential tools. They are hollow, like tiny needles, and are used to inject venom into their prey. This venom is not usually meant to harm humans. It's a special recipe designed to quickly paralyze a struggling insect, making it safe for the spider to eat. When we think of spiders hunting, we often picture a classic, beautiful orb web glistening with morning dew, and for good reason. Building these webs is an act of pure genius. The spider starts by creating a bridge line, letting the wind carry a silk thread from one point to another. Once that's secure, it builds the frame and the spokes, like the spokes of a bicycle wheel. Finally, it carefully lays down the sticky spiral, working from the outside in. The spider knows exactly which threads are sticky and which are safe to walk on. The web is not just a trap, it's an extension of the spider's senses, instantly alerting it to the struggles of a captured fly. But not all spiders are web builders. Many are active hunters, relying on stealth, speed, and surprise. Take the wolf spiders, for example. These powerful hunters don't build webs to catch food. Instead, they patrol the ground like tiny wolves, using their good eyesight to spot insects and other small prey. Once they see a meal, they chase it down with a burst of speed and pounce on it. Crab spiders are masters of ambush. They are brilliantly camouflaged and will sit perfectly still on a flower, sometimes for days, waiting for a bee or butterfly to come and feed on the nectar. When the unsuspecting insect gets close enough, the spider grabs it in a flash. Then you have my personal favorites, the jumping spiders. These little guys are the acrobats of the spider world. They have incredible vision, with two huge front eyes that give them a clear, three-dimensional view of their surroundings. This allows them to be phenomenal hunters. A jumping spider will carefully stalk its prey, creeping closer and closer. Then, when it's within range, it unleashes an astonishingly powerful jump to pounce on its target. Before it jumps, it always anchors a silk dragline, just in case it misses its footing. It's like a little mountaineer with its own safety rope, ready for anything. The clever tricks don't stop there. Some spiders have developed truly unique hunting methods. The bolus spider, for instance, doesn't spin a web at all. Instead, it dangles a single line of silk with a sticky glob of glue at the end. It's bolus. It even releases chemicals that mimic the scent of a female moth, luring male moths closer. When a moth flies by, the spider swings its bolus and catches it like a tiny cowboy. Another incredible example is the trapdoor spider, which digs a burrow in the ground and covers it with a hinged door made of silk and soil. It waits inside, holding the door shut, and when it feels the vibrations of an insect walking past, it flings the door open and drags its prey inside. Spiders might not wear capes, but they are definitely heroes in the natural world. Their most important job is pest control, and they are exceptionally good at it. Every year, the world's spider population eats an estimated 400 to 800 million tons of insects and other small prey. That is an absolutely staggering number. Think about all the mosquitoes that can carry diseases, the flies that bother us in our homes, and the aphids that destroy farmers' crops. Spiders are on the front line, working around the clock to keep the populations of these creatures in check. Without spiders, we would be overrun with insects, and our food supply would be in serious trouble. This role as a predator makes spiders a vital part of a healthy ecosystem. They are a natural and efficient form of pest management, reducing the need for chemical pesticides. Using too many chemicals can harm the environment, polluting our water and soil and harming other beneficial animals like bees and birds. Spiders do the same job for free, and they do it without any negative side effects. By allowing spiders to live in our gardens and on our farms, we are encouraging a more balanced and sustainable environment. They are nature's own cleanup crew, quietly and effectively managing the insect world so that everything else can thrive. Spiders are not just predators, they are also an important source of food for many other animals. A huge number of birds, lizards, amphibians like frogs, and even some mammals rely on spiders as a key part of their diet. The beautiful spider-hunting wasps, for example, have a fascinating relationship with them, using spiders to feed their young. This means that spiders form a crucial middle link in the food web. They control the populations of smaller creatures below them and provide the energy needed for the larger animals above them. If you were to remove spiders from an ecosystem, the entire structure could begin to fall apart. Beyond just eating and being eaten, spiders also contribute in other ways. When they die, their bodies decompose and return valuable nutrients to the soil, helping plants to grow. The webs they abandon can be used by other tiny creatures for shelter. Even their venom, which can seem so frightening, is a source of incredible scientific discovery. Researchers are studying spider venom to develop new medicines, including potential new painkillers and treatments for diseases. The amazing properties of their silk are also inspiring engineers to create new, super strong and lightweight materials. These eight-legged animals are full of potential that we are only just beginning to understand. Spiders have been crawling through human stories and cultures for thousands of years, playing many different roles. In many Western cultures, they have often been cast as the villain. Think of spooky Halloween decorations, or the giant spider Shelob in The Lord of the Rings. This fear, known as arachnophobia, is very common. It might come from the fact that some spiders are venomous, or perhaps just because they look so different from us with their many legs and quick scurrying movements. This has given them a reputation as something to be feared and squashed, a dark creature that lurks in the shadows and represents danger or decay. However, in many other cultures around the world, spiders are seen in a much more positive light. They are often respected as symbols of patience, creativity, and wisdom. In many Native American stories, the spider is a creator figure. The story of Spider-Woman, for example, tells of a wise being who wove the web of the universe, connecting all living things, and taught humans how to weave cloth and create pottery. In these tales, the spider's web is not a scary trap, but a beautiful symbol of life's intricate connections and the creative forces of nature. This shows a deep respect for the spider's skill as an architect and a master weaver. In West Africa, the spider character Anansi is one of the most important and beloved figures in folklore. Anansi is a trickster god, clever and cunning, who often outsmarts more powerful opponents. The stories of Anansi are not just entertaining, they are filled with wisdom and moral lessons. Anansi is the keeper of all stories, and he uses his intelligence and wit to navigate a complex world. These tales, which have spread to the Caribbean and beyond, celebrate the spider as a symbol of skill and ingenuity, proving that even a small creature can achieve great things through cleverness. It's a wonderful contrast to the image of a mindless monster. These different cultural views show how our feelings about spiders are often shaped by the stories we tell. Whether we see them as a scary monster or a wise creator, spiders have always captured our imagination. This dual identity is fascinating. On one hand, they represent our primal fears of the unknown and the venomous. On the other hand, their ability to create something so complex and beautiful from their own bodies inspires awe and reverence. By looking at these myths and legends, we can see that our relationship with spiders has always been complicated, a mix of fear, respect, and wonder. Just like so many other animals on our planet, spiders are facing serious threats. One of the biggest dangers they face is habitat loss. As our towns and cities expand and we clear land for farming and construction, we destroy the forests, grasslands, and wetlands that spiders call home. When their homes disappear, the spiders disappear too. Every time a patch of wild land is developed, countless spider habitats are wiped out, pushing many different species closer to extinction. We often focus on the larger animals affected by this, but it's just as devastating for the smaller, equally important creatures like spiders. Another major threat is the widespread use of pesticides. These chemicals are designed to kill insects on our crops and in our gardens, but they don't distinguish between pests and beneficial animals. When a field is sprayed, it kills not only the aphids but also the spiders that would have eaten them. Spiders can also be poisoned by eating insects that have already been contaminated with pesticides. This creates a double problem. We kill the very creatures that provide natural pest control, which in turn makes us more reliant on the harmful chemicals. It's a destructive cycle that harms the entire ecosystem. Climate change is also having a big impact on the spider world. As temperatures rise and weather patterns change, the delicate life cycles of spiders and their prey can be thrown out of sync. For example, spiders might hatch at a different time from the insects they need to eat, leading to starvation. Extreme weather events like floods or droughts can also destroy entire populations. Because spiders are so finely tuned to their environments, even small changes can have a massive ripple effect, disrupting the balance that has existed for millions of years. Every species has its role, and losing them weakens the web of life. So, what can we do? We can start by showing more respect and appreciation for these incredible animals. Instead of squashing a spider in your house, try gently catching it and releasing it outside where it can continue its important work. We can make our gardens more spider-friendly by avoiding pesticides and planting native flowers and shrubs, creating a safe habitat for them. By protecting spiders, we are protecting the health of our planet. They are not monsters to be feared, but essential allies in maintaining a balanced world. Let's learn to live alongside them and admire the vital role they play in the great intricate web of life.